Hello! White belts, yellow belts, orange belts, purple belts, green belts, blue belts, brown belts, and red belts. Maybe even children and blue belts. Thank you for being here today. I got a fun warm-up plan for us today. Now, I assume several of you guys have came back from the previous class to do this. Or maybe you're starting to get off first and you're doing it in the correct order. Today, we're going to do quite a heavy warm-up. And we're going to have a little bit of a heavier class. Not in terms of curriculum, but in terms of kicking and basics. I decided since we tested last week that we are going to do heavy basics today, not just for 3 belts or 6 belts, but for every color belt. For every color belt. With that being said, with heavy basics comes a heavy warm-up. I want to make sure that you guys are feeling good doing these things. So, I got a little bit of a more difficult warm-up for us today to make sure that our muscles are all good to go. If at any point you're like, man, Master Nick, I'm not going to be able to do this, that is fine. Feel free to pause the video, do some other stretches, do some other high knee work, and then get back into it, okay? So without further ado, let's get started. Take your hips and move it in a circle for me. Now, when you do these hip circles, really push it to the sides. Oftentimes when you see warm-ups, you'll see the forward, back, side, side. Forward, back, side, side. Those work well because you're really hitting all the points you need to warm up your hips. I like to do these full circles because it feels a little bit smoother for me. It works out the kinks a little bit better. But these hip circles don't work unless you are fully extending your hips. So if you're just doing this, or you're doing this, then of course it's not going to work. You're not going to feel anything. I'm looking at you, everybody under the age of 12. I can say that because I was once under the age of 12. All right, switch directions. Again, bring your hips all the way around. These are going to be quite important today. In the next class, when we start to do some kicks, yes, there will be some chair kicks. Your hips are going to hurt a little bit. And when they do, pause the video and do this stretch. Trust me when I say it's a lifesaver. All right, keep going. I'm going to give you like 3 more circles. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to start with some high knees. I want you to start off slow and go faster and faster and faster. I'm going to keep the speed at which I go at, but I want you guys to go faster than me. I've already done a little bit of warm-up things. I'm already a little bit warmed up already, so I won't need to go faster, but for you guys, I want you to speed this up when you get the technique down. Here's what I would like you to do. Take your knee, lift it up, and then switch your body by pivoting on the ball of your foot to one side. Now, take your other knee, lift it up, send it back. Take that same knee, up, one side, up, second side. So I'm going 1, pivot, 1, pivot. Down, 1, pivot, 1, pivot. One more time. 1, pivot, 2, pivot, 2, pivot, 1, pivot. Reset. So go faster and faster as time goes on. I'm on a mat, so it's going to be a little bit easier for me, or maybe even a little bit harder. If you're on a more flat surface, this is going to be a bit easier, right? These pivots are going to be easy because you don't have a lot of friction. But if you're on something like a carpet, these pivots are going to be hard. But important to do, because today, since we're doing kicks, you're probably going to be doing kicks in the same spot. If you don't do these pivots, you're going to hurt yourself, especially when you start to fully extend your leg. I want you to do it around 3 more times, and I want you to go as fast as you can. 3 more times as fast as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, you're probably at 1. Go through it 2 more times. You're almost there. Speed it up. Really, really make sure you're smooth and you're going at the speed that's appropriate for you. Some people go really fast. Some people need a little bit more time. Both are okay. All right, now freeze. Face me. Chariot. Kunye. Now time for our push-ups. Yes, we're not going to do a warm-up without push-ups. We're going to do 10 high knees. Once we're done with 10 high knees, we're going to do 5 push-ups and then jump up in a burpee. We're gonna do this in 4 directions. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th time when you get back here, I just want you to hop in a guarding stance. I'll tell you when to move forward. I do want you to do that hopping in a guarding stance. That loosens up your joints a bit, okay? Some people will go really fast through this. Some people will go very slow. Some people will be athletic. Some people will take their time. Up to you. I'm going to be going kind of middle pace. You follow along if you'd like. Ready? And go. So 10 high knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push-ups. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feet up. Jump. Other way. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hop. Other direction. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hop. Final one. 10. When you're done hopping your guarding stance, push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Burpee, up, and hop. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All right. 10 rising kicks on my count. 10 rising kicks on my count. Ready? Aya. Start off low. Aya. Raise it each time. Aya. 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 Switch your feet, same way. Ready? Aya. Aya. Key up on your rising kicks is going to help you stretch a bit more. Aya. 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 Stand with your feet in one line. We're now going to do rising sides. Turn our front foot away. Keep our shoulder in line with our heel. Raise your leg. I don't want you to raise it past your hips. Now, if it feels good and you can't go a bit farther, that's fine. But make sure you don't go or overextend on this. I'd rather you go lower, kind of stretch your IT band out a little bit, than for you to go way up here and feel it the next day. Are you ready? Turn your foot. Go. Aya. 1. Aya. 2. Aya. 3. Aya. 4. Aya. 5. Aya. 6. Aya. 7. Aya. 8. Aya. 9. Aya. 10. Other way. Ready? Aya. 1. Aya. 2. Aya. 3. Aya. 4. Aya. 5. Aya. 6. Aya. 7. Aya. 8. Aya. 9. Aya. 10. Chariot. Kunye. At ease. Deep breath in, deep breath out. My suggestion is do a little bit of warm-up on your own. Stretch out the things that you need to stretch out, and then hop on into the next class. Next class is going to be an all ranks class, all skill levels class, where we're just going to be working on front kicks, side kicks, and round kicks. I'll see you there. Chariot, kunye.